Good morning, it's Barbara. It is dreary and wet out, so I'm still inside. Maybe tomorrow. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. Still a little dreary outside. It won't be nice till tomorrow maybe, but it wasn't bad for a walk. It was just white puffy clouds. It wasn't like completely overcast. And you know, there was the tiniest little patches of blue. Very tiny. But we have hope. Okay, so I felt better yesterday. I have to say. I felt better. So that's good. I did a few of the things I said I was going to do. I did work on the table. It's not clear, but I did work on the table. I got an email late last night, or I didn't see it till late. I don't know when I got it. From the lawyer, I'm all official. So I can print that stuff out and start working. He made this big long list of things to do. So I need to email him back and make an appointment to talk to him to figure out all the things I need to do. And then start doing them. I have had a little argument with Harmony, which is where my parents were staying, because I got a bill saying I'm getting a refund, but the bill was like showing me all these charges for September. My mother died August 17th. I'm like, in the end, she says, "Oh, I got it all figured out," but it's exactly the same amount of money that they say they owe me. I have to do some research to figure out if I agree or not. I might not agree, to be honest, with the amount. Anyway, so the executoring things are going to begin again. They've been on hold for about a week at least. So there you go. I did go to the store. I ended up buying 2 different kinds of yarn and 2 different colors. I'm making a muscle burrow. And the thing about the muscle burrow that's so brilliant is you can make that hat with any yarn, any needle, anything. You decide what you want the fabric to look like, and she'll tell you what to do. It's very fancy. So this is the yarn I picked. I went online, and I told you this yesterday morning, and looked at a thread about chemo caps. And there were several people on there who had used chemo caps and were recommending things. And one of them was recommending hats made out of peaches and cream. Peaches and cream, I think. I'm not sure. But anyway, which is kind of the same as sugar and cream. So it is basically dishcloth cotton. The deal is, you know, you don't cuddle it and say, "Oh, it's so soft." I mean, it's very nice, but it's not going to be prickly in the least. Now, I started my hat. And I'm not in love with working with this yarn. I started my hat. But it will not be irritating. And I wanted to do a second color, also kind of muted, but to give her some options. And this is a different yarn, and I decided to go with 2 different yarns because I wasn't sure which one was going to be better. So this is 100% mercerized cotton, and this is Lion Brand 24/7 cotton. It doesn't seem so shiny now, but of course I'm in the dark. I don't put my light on for you guys because it is not as light sitting here as it looks on the camera. It's very funny. But anyway, it's a very smooth cotton, and I thought it would not be in the least bit irritating. And I didn't know which one might be better, and so I'm doing one side with the blue and the other side with the burgundy. And then she can tell me if she has a preference for the two sides in terms of comfort. So I started it yesterday. I'm hoping to get a little further today. I need to get, I need to go at least an inch so I can figure out my numbers. And then, you got to do the crown, and the crown is about 4 inches, right? Something like that. And then it's just knit, 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 knit. For a long time. Change color, knit, 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 knit. So I'm going to be working on that today. I've realized I keep getting emails from my lawyer with attachments. I realized I've got to make a directory for my executor stuff, put all my attachments in there so that I keep track of things. I suddenly have to get organized, and it's goes very much against my nature. It feels like it goes very much against my nature. But so I puttered around a bit yesterday, and I went shopping. I felt good about the yarns. I made fluff for Aura for her dessert. I made popovers for her and me, and Dennis, but mostly her and me. Mostly me and her. Started with a hat, relaxed. Guess which one of those things I did the most. Watched a new movie on Netflix, The Mechanic. It's very violent. If you don't like violence, don't watch it. But I really like Jason Statham. He's one of those Superman kind of guys, he goes in and, well, in this one he's a, assassin. He often plays a bad guy, but I love his movies. One of my favorite movies is Parker. I think it's Parker, called Parker. It's got Jennifer Lopez in it. I love Jennifer Lopez too. Although there's a new movie out with her that I haven't watched, and I'm not sure if I will. But anyway, he's always the bad guy. He's the bad guy, the good bad guy, which is like oxymoron, right? Anyway, so I watched that last night. Worked on my hat. Yeah. I woke up feeling strange. I guess I've been out and about a lot. I wore my mask at the memorial service, but I didn't wear my mask at the after party with the family. And this morning I woke up and I thought, gee, my throat feels a little thick. And then I started worrying. And then Maisie had to go potty, and so now I had to get up. But my throat feels fine now, so maybe it was just a little dehydrated or something, I don't know. But now would be about the time I would start showing symptoms if somehow I managed to catch something. I don't think I'm becoming a hypochondriac. I certainly hope so. I'm not. Anyway, I'm feeling fine now, but it did have me, it kept me awake. After I woke up, I was laying there worrying about it, and then Maisie came and nudged me and wiggled. Had her legs crossed, wiggling. So I came downstairs and let the dogs out. They both had to go. So anyway, that was my yesterday. Today we will see what happens. I will continue to work on the table. I have to organize, set up a directory on my laptop or on my network drive. I have a network drive at home. On my network drive, It gets backed up. My laptop does not get backed up. Put all the things from Peter, my lawyer, out there and start, you know, figuring things out. Need to schedule a time to talk to him to find out what else I have to do. The more I do, the less he does, the cheaper he is. I mean, I could not do any of it. I could just leave it all to him in his office. And, but, you know, I'm spending the kids' money when I do that, and I don't want to do that. I want to keep that to a minimum while still getting good guidance on what to do. But, you know, so this is the next stage. We've had our public memorial for my mom. And now is the paperwork part. Now is the paperwork part. Yeah. So anyway, I've been watering my flowers. It's hard to tell if the rain is enough. I tried to water these flowers and I didn't take them outside. So I have a towel under it. Well, you know, couple more days, I should just carry it out and give it a good watering. I should have done that last night and left it out overnight where it's cooler. It would be like in the refrigerator. I'll do that tonight. But I can imagine the next couple days I'm going to be taking it apart because, you know, some of the flowers are going to really start to droop. I did take some pictures of it in case I want to draw it. I seem to be drawing flowers and things, you know. Flowers and landscapes. I certainly don't do animals or people. And I hardly do anything now. But I am working on getting, you know, I'm in the process. Oh, I forgot the other thing, and I'm going to do it. The other thing is I signed up for a chair yoga app. And I did that a couple of days ago. Not thinking that, thinking, oh, after the service, I'm going to start doing that. And then, but they've been nagging me, you know, all the time. Of course they are. Silly me. Of course they're going to nag me. Because I didn't start yet. I'm starting today. Now that I've told you about it, now I really do have to start today. I really need to do something. And chair yoga seems like something I might do. I have, you know, my knees aren't great, so. But that's something I really need to do while I'm downstairs and everybody else is upstairs. So I will need to do that pretty toot sweet. I have no idea how it's gonna work out, but it seemed like something I could do. It's certainly something I should do. So we'll see how I do. Do. Anyway, meanwhile, I guess I'm done. Yeah. So I felt better yesterday than I expected to, so that was good. And we'll see how today goes. If I do this chair exercise, that'll help. We'll see. Don't be disappointed if I don't do it. Because I don't want to sit here and start lying to you and say, oh, I did my chair exercise when I didn't. So you can't be disappointed if I don't do it. Well, you can be. Obviously, I can't control that. I'm just rambling now. I'm going to go. All right. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please. Stay safe and stay sane.